Alrighty. Chapter 7, I presume. I'm tired today.
N and M. Another version of us. What are we really? Why do we exist in the first place? The answers are within me, together with her hopes and dreams. I will give them a voice. I will make him hear our truth.
Actually starting the stream with main story today as well. That's a little crazy.
"300 days remain to the intersection. It seems we might make it."
Yes. It took every bit of our combined intellects, but we built it.
To prepare for the time our two worlds collide.
All that we are is contained within. Memories and our souls.
We will all be gone, and then reborn. Will it be a new beginning, or our demise? No one can tell us that.
Time will run its due course, and show us the true meaning of our deed. In the distant past, what was once a single world was cleft in twain. Plus and minus, on the surface they were identical. These two worlds of opposing nature knew nothing of each other as they wended their way towards their own respective futures. However, the worlds yearned for each other. Against the solitude of existence, they strove to reunite. Though it would spell certain destruction, should the two worlds intersect, they would cancel each other out and cease to be, leaving only light. Light, a shining beacon in the darkness, the last common language left to us. Though we inhabited separate worlds, the medium of light allowed us to communicate for the very first time. And so we sought for a way to prevent total oblivion. We pooled our knowledge and through time gave birth to a single point of hope. Origin. An arc containing all the world's data, recorded in words of light, carrying hope into the future. Origin was a system we constructed to reboot the world's states. And then, time was upon us. The reboot process failed to initiate. Instead, in that instant, the worlds became still. By the will of Mobius.
So it's their fault.
And at the heart of it was their ringleader, Zed. You could say Zed embodies this frozen world.
But what does that achieve? Freezing everything.
Not a thing. He didn't need to do anything after that. Only to keep everything in its place in stasis. and create an eternity to abide within. As was their wish.
You made our lives their sustenance.
Precisely so. In order to gain control of Origin, Zed captured the Kavesi Queen.
To what end?
To access the memories in Origin, to bend them to his will. He needed a key held only by its creators.
A key?
A heart might be more fitting. Zed used the key held by the Queen of Kevis and seized Origin in its entirety. Controlling Origin means controlling the world. And having shackled it, he can bend it to his will. Life and death are his playthings.
Life and death.
No one, not even M, knew the origins of this world.
So I guess you have another key.
Yes, it's in my possession. With its help, I was able to create the Ouroboros stones. Though most of the power is with Zed, I have been able to resist him to a small extent.
It's a cogwheel?
One of the gears from Origin. Through a process of catalysis between the Origin substrate and the core in my chest, I can generate the stones.
And thanks to that, we became Ouroboros.
Yes, but not completely.
Huh?
Remember, have you not succumbed to Mobius's power before? As I've said before, Zed commands the world's very fabric. Unfortunately, my own powers are sorely limited. And yet, you too can break Zed's fetters, as you've shown, smashing through the rules he established. With your Ouroboros powers and the Sword of the End, both.
The Sword of the End.
The sword you hold. It is a byproduct of resonance between the Kavesi Queen's heart and Origin.
Does that mean it's like an Ouroboros stone?
The Ouroboros stones and the sword, they're mere gimmicks. The crux of them lies with you. You see, there are keys inside of you too.
Inside of us.
Keys?
Finally, my efforts were rewarded. I'm glad to meet with all of you who embody hope.
Majesty, what is it that we must do?
Right. Infiltrate Origin, then free it and the Kavesi Queen from Zed. From the hands of Mobius once and for all.
If we do free it, will we get to change the world? It's so cruel and senseless. Can we undo that? Your Majesty...
If you desire to have a future before you,
I need to know. Zed and Mobius. Must they be our enemy?
Noah. Now that is something for you to decide. After confronting them and discerning for yourselves what they truly are.
All right.
Come this way.
Brief detour. I'm sorry, Queen.
What are you hiding, little guy? Is this, like, a rare thing?
Okay, things are getting a little interesting here.
Behold. There at the nadir of the vortex sleeps Origin.
In the sea?
Deep beneath the sea where none may tread, Zed spins his world-spanning web.
So you're saying the Queen of Kevis, she's there as well?
Well, snuff me. I want to save the Queen as much as the next guy. But how are we supposed to even get there? You can't even get near without being ripped apart.
Yeah, but if anyone were to know the trick, it's Queen Nia. Seeing as, you know, she's the mastermind behind the whole Origin shebang, yeah?
Well, actually, I was just a consultant.
Right. Actually, I kinda don't.
Oh, but you're the Queen! How do you not know that?
This is shocking.
Absolute nonsense. I simply cannot believe this.
I don't know how to respond.
Come on, you lot. Rein it in now.
Huh? Hang on.
Hmm?
Mio, don't you get to use those Mobius powers?
Well,
Then it should be a snap, right? Pew! We're there! Those clowns were doing it all the time!
actually,
Go on.
I can't use them right now. The Mobius powers.
What?
I noticed it right after we liberated the castle. I couldn't work out why myself. It was so sudden.
No! Is this why you blew us off saying to ask the Queen ourselves?
Sorry, Uni.
Oh, love.
I suspect it must be Zed.
Huh?
The power of Mobius. It's part of the flow and fabric of the world. What is permitted and what is prohibited is subject to Zed's whims. Even with Origin, not every Mobius knows of his existence.
But I was able to use the Ouroboros powers.
The power you currently wield is, let's say, external to the flow. Even Zed himself cannot grasp what's beyond his reach. Therein is my hope based.
We're still stuck, though. We know where to go, but we're kind of dead in the water here.
How to tackle the vortex, then? Mr. Salmon.
Mr. Salmon was, that Nopon from the city.
Yeah. Recall what he said about a ship that could brave the Great Sea. Ultimate vessel.
That right. Even vortexing raging Great Sea not slow advanced. It'd go down in history as Queen of Boats. Still work in progress, but sure to bring to fruition someday. It's someone's dream.
Yeah, he did say that. Something about it being able to take on stormy weather.
Wait, wasn't that a work in progress, though?
I think he might have been drawing up blueprints.
Whatever Mr. Salmon said, he was pretty ardent about it.
Which must mean...
There might be a way to get there, after all. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Finally, our lucky break.
Looks like this place was worth the trip.
Better hurry. I hardly imagine Mobius will stand idly by.
Agreed.
Bye.
Your Majesty!
Huh?
Thanks a lot. Things are looking up.
Sure.
Guess Nia's not joining the party.
Okay. I think I understand. If you're looking for Samon, he'll be in maintenance, same as usual. I'll send someone to get you. Just head on over.
Many thanks. We'll be outside the Cloud Keep.
Alrighty then. Kind of info dump. What is Origin again? So I don't think we got like the clearest of clear answers on that, but from what I am led to believe, Origin is some sort of machine that Nia and oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the starts with an M. Nia and the Kevez Queen constructed to I guess just have information from both worlds. I guess we can think of it as like a time capsule. And I'm not 100% sure if it's supposed to be one of those things where, you know, you put it in between both worlds and it stops them both from being destroyed, or if it's just, you know, a time capsule of information so that when both
Travis arranged to have us picked up at the entrance.
When both worlds finally turn to light, there's something left behind. Either of those is the impression that I got. There's a whatchamacallit that I need to go grab.
Let's just sneak a peek.
Truck a look.
Something so valuable here.
What do we have down here? Nothing, it seems.
These entrance stairs are super long. Hey, that gives me an idea.
You want to do some sprints after?
Yikes. This ain't Rocky, okay? Keep the climbing upstairs to a minimum. Come on, y'all. Y'all could have met me up there somehow. Alright? Meet me at the bottom of the stairs, you sucker fools. Just gonna leave this? But why did the queen survive? Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm just glad the people in the city made it through unscathed.
Me too. It's a huge weight off my mind.
What's up, Mwamba? So how's life in the city? I'd say I've gotten used to it. Now I'm feeling better. Maybe it's time I started lending a hand with the salvaging. Great idea. Something tells me you'd be a real sparking scavenging genius. What? Why do you say that? I wasn't thinking I'd do much actual salvaging. I was gonna help out as a guard, I meant. I had no idea the city could move about like that. I was so surprised my head nearly fell off its shoulders. We seem to be coping just fine, though. The great sword might be broken, but the city's safe, and that's what matters. I think we've escaped the worst of it, but we're not quite out of the woods yet. It's a little worrying. Not everyone is as strong as you. We need to support each other if we're going to conquer fear and insecurity. Hey, Epic Otter. Popping in before your mod meeting with Lenarius. Okay.
Are you guys hungry?
I'd still say be wary of spoilers. But, happy you stopped by. If Kevez had an annihilator, it would have been wise to assume Agnes has one too. Fair to say, mistakes were made. I never would have imagined the city itself could move. But in any case, you Ouroboros did yourselves proud out there. Avoid looking at the game itself too much. Probably a good idea. I'd be wary of a lot of things, honestly. I hate being in this position because it's one of those things where it's like, I really appreciate that you stopped by and you're risking spoilers and things like that. But honestly, I'm far enough in the game where you probably just shouldn't be here at all. And I really hate to say that. But yeah. So that's that is my warning for you. But yeah, as Benadry said, it's your choice, however you want to approach it. But if you're listening to me, I'm gonna be talking to some NPCs and they might say some things, and I'm just throwing that out there in case it matters. I always knew that the city itself was a Pharaonis. The real shocker was finding it and still move. Must have been considerably confidential for you to know about it, but not Shania. Founder of my house was something special. I think even among the 6 houses, only a few people knew the truth. Hey, there's Sam. Oh. That's where I'm supposed to be going. Gigi said you go out at nighttime. Is there a reason for that? Must be kind of inconvenient in the dark. In the daytime, I'm usually helping out Grandma at the shop, so hard for me to make friends because of that. The only person I get to talk to is Gigi. He's a customer in the shop. Also, I get better inspiration for my puzzles at night. Get a load of your mugs right now, looking pretty determined, aren't we? But are you sure we've eaten enough? You need to make it through tomorrow alive. Don't neglect nutrition now. My mama? Stinks that 2 of your favorite streamers are playing Xenoblade 3. I'm doing my best. I'm in like chapter 7, I think. I'm 97 hours in. I'm either 50% of the way done, or I'm like 80% done, maybe even 90% done. But it's so hard to tell. City changed location so suddenly. 5 plates break in home of Gigi. Gigi asked Ortiz for compensate, but they yell 100 plates break there. All Gigi get is shouted at, no money. But somebody always worse for wears, yes? So Gigi feel much sorry and help to tidy up big mess. You know, you just messing with me. Natalize is almost done too. It's rough times. Rough times. I want to do that side quest yet. You sell an accessory that I need. Do I still have this screenshot? Crap, does anybody remember what? I think it was an assist belt? Or was it a silver? No, we have a silver belt. Be an assist belt. We have plenty of money. We'll buy that. Till now, Mobius has never been able to determine the city's location, but now, thanks to a certain traitorous actions, each and every one of us is exposed to danger. How are the lost numbers going to take responsibility for what happened with Shania now? How is it gonna happen? That was good ship Boundary. Looks like friends use Boundary gently with no breaking. Very good. Mega spankings unnecessary. Any damage would surely send Master Pawn to drinking at the Chiba canteen.
Oh, so that's how they do it.
If I go up there, then no, that's not how that works. Just gotta finish before Axel, and you're fine. Honestly, I think it could be possible. So, you know, I feel like I've been pretty thorough with how I've been approaching the game as far as like doing side quests and things like that. But Mr. JRPG started the game like 4 days ago, and he's already in chapter 4 or something like that. So if you just ignore side quests, you could probably beat this game. You know, if you're playing like 6 hours, you could probably beat it in however long it takes to beat this game, which is a lot quicker than 97 hours. It's about time someone gave Mobius what for, isn't it? What does that mean? Now it's like the very thing I dreamed of as a youngster coming true. And that's to give Mobius a good thrashing. Let's drink to that, and with gusto. You know what? I'm good. Way behind, it would take a miracle to even get close. You don't really do too many side quests. It may be possible, and it may be possible. You gotta believe in yourself. What y'all talking about?
It's very impressive.
And her friends have been together a lot recently. What are they up to?
So many
Don't turn
hopes
allowed in
risked
on the
here.
secret. Hope they aren't just up to something too mischievous. Mischievous. I heard you helped Mizuki out with the scavenging mission the other day. Thanks for that. Don't mention it. It was a perfectly natural thing for us to do. Hey, I heard you're an oven-fresh newlywed. Is that right? Not that I have a clue what that even means. Bada told me that if something ever happened to Mizuki, you'd cry about it. I guess he's a pretty important guy then. Yes, Mizuki is more important to me than the air we breathe. So glad he's safe and sound.
Oh, so that's how they do it.
Yeah, 2 dialogues. I've always hated the eclipses. Someone's friend or family would always be slaughtered, all just to make us feel cowed and small. This year you saved everyone from that fate. Don't mean only the prisoners. Saved me too from stewing in my own juices about how powerless and defeated I was. The future can change, and we can change it. I want to do something to help too, whatever I can do for future's sake. You know, I don't see any Pokemon around here. Each member of the Lost Numbers is a sort of grandchild to me. When they don't come back from a battle, I'm so consumed with sadness that I can't sleep. I'm very happy that many of my little grandchildren were liberated from prison and made it back to the city. Thank you for getting them all back safe and sound. In that case, you're going to jump off and play Xenoblade a bit for the mod meeting. Thanks for stopping by, Epic Otter. Appreciate it. Haley agreed to me just a moment ago. She looks a little bit brighter. And that's because she made some friends. They're playing in the plaza a lot. I'm gonna save real quick.
We have to keep track of our
96 and a half hours. Hard. Oh no. I activated a side quest on accident. This again. Have you seen it before? Since the city has moved location, the people have had to attune to a completely different or new environment. Patients keep being rushed in because their bodies are weakened by the change. Oh, hey, Monica. I didn't realize there were so many patients. Seriously didn't expect this would happen? Obviously, I understand that we had to move to avoid being wiped out by Mobius. But moving to a place a whole 2,000 metri below ground level. Hey, that's enough of that. I know the remedy. As long as we get the medicine, everyone will be right as rain. Wishful thinking. I'll send for extra medical supplies. Let us know what you need. I will, thank you. Right then. Is there anything we can do to help? There is. If patients keep coming in at the current rate, we won't be able to provide enough medicine. Could you gather some egg seeds and heavy pomegranates for me? You'll find them in Cadencia region. Oh, and Rockadori root as well. That's indigenous to Labi Sandbar. You could prepare 20 of each for me. I think we'd have enough of a surplus of medicine. Okay, we'll be back with the goods. As quick as you like. Sorry about this. I don't think I have the ingredients for that. Yeah.
Should we go here first? Should we go here first?
Missing the pomegranates. Doesn't surprise me. There was another quest that wanted pomegranates. Kabata. Our imprisoned friends made it home. You lot did something truly great for us there. But we didn't manage to save all of them. But that isn't on you. They must have been at least somewhat prepared for that from the moment they got captured. And now that infernal prison is no more, that's going to make moving around a lot easier for me too. I'm going to make the most of it for our dear friends who never made it home. Been a while since I talked to the people of this city.
Something smells gorgeous.
Poxy must be making
Ever seen Hope's Rest? Yeah, we have actually. Way back when, our founders lived there, but a catastrophic attack scattered them far and wide. Those blasted Agnians made use of their castle in that opportunity, and took the land for themselves. If we ever got that fertile land back, the folk here in the city would live a lot better, that's for sure. That's... oh. Monica. I'll do everything I can to support you. If you defeat Mobius in the battle ahead, you'll finally set the world straight. Counting on you. Grown-ups tell us not to fight, but all they ever do is argue with each other. Why is that? I bet we could all live just fine without all this 6 houses stuff. We were resigned to the fact that the people seized while rescuing Gondor would take years to break out. But you Ouroboros made short work of that. Came at just the right moment. There's something I wanted to run past you. Really? What is it? Well, the thing is, I'm going to be a father soon. May is pregnant, you see. I'd like it if you would choose a name for the baby. Sounds like a really big deal. Well, I'm open to suggestions. I hope you'll think it through when the fighting's over. But you have to promise to live through it.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Now we know nothing. Oh, that's where they are. Got yourself a real fan club, eh, Crypto? Everyone seems to go wild for you. Yeah, I guess I do get a buzz of energy from my fans. For that, I'm really grateful. If I can show people there's hope in surviving, then I can fight any battle. Oh yeah? I reckon I'm starting to understand the whole crypto effect now. I guess it's Kryto. Oh, you're crypto to me. Come on now, surely you'd be fools not to take us with you. I feel you, I really do, but we couldn't plunge you into all that chaos. I mean, Ethel's still so little. But she's really coming along, leaps and bounds. Cannot deny that the time that remains to us is limited. Even if it's a mere token, we want to try and repay what you did for us, please.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Final battle is here already? If Kamaravi is going, then I should go too. It's going to be very dangerous out there, to put you in such peril. That's exactly why I want to go. Something happened to Kamaravi, Please, I'm begging you, let me go with you. Oh, that's the second person that has mentioned final battle. Or like, final something. So maybe we're at the 80/90%. The whole city moved. Even my mum had never seen that happen before. Really scared of the shaking. It was a real shock, wasn't it? You didn't get hurt, did you? No, it's fine. Steiner's the one who needs your help, really. Steiner's going to lead his house someday, though he knows things he can't tell us. The thing that happened, for example. He said he was sorry for keeping it from us. You guys are on the same level, right? Maybe you can work together. I want to work with that punk. Got better things to do. Okay.
I've been craving some downtime.
Not quite.
Okay, time to go, guys.
Probably should have saved all this talking for like a side quest part. But you know, we got a lot of talking done. Gondor's safe. Monica isn't really letting it show, but she must be relieved. You know, Monica never once mentioned that Gondor was her daughter. That was one spark of a surprise. Well, she has her position as elder. She wouldn't want people to think that personal feelings were getting in the way. My position is somewhat similar, so I can understand her point of view, but I worry she takes it to an extreme sometimes.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Oh, so our only choice is to go rescue her daughter, but she won't tell us that it's her daughter. You know, like, so we'll get out of here. Being an adult looks so tough. If you don't keep track of what everyone's thinking, you might end up having no friends. Us kids don't care about that sort of thing. Us kids? I mean like Neon and Sand. You seem to hang out with them a lot. Yeah, Sand's parent unit is a super strict teacher and into that conservative stuff. I guess they don't think much of me. That doesn't bother me though. You gotta have backbone, not be a weakling who bails on his friends when the going gets tough.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Okay, Shiner. People might be taking a shine to you.
Ah, friends mean old Butte. She tucked away, all cosy in dock number 3.
What, really?
Curious?
We are.
All righty. Then please follow Sam on to port.
The orders for the Lost on the Castle, up for another run? No way, not this time. Getting Gondor to approve them took years off my life last time. Alright, we'll talk to the remaining people after the side quests. Oh, I have to... For some reason I have to pop that up. Why? Ah, it's going to be over here, and then it's going to go out right there. I see you, I see you, I see you. I see you. Ease it. Also, new controller, working great. Throwing that out there. Not getting any drifting issues. I don't know if it was a drifting issue on that, but not getting any issues. I think we can confirm that it was a controller. About this dock number 3. Ship is culmination of life ambition, so if anything happens, Salmon die of heart fracture. That's why she hidden sneaky like. Behind this door that looks like a door. Is that where you're keeping it? Dock number 3, right this way, please. Come and take you. Can I buy the official Pro Controller? Yes. I usually don't buy I don't want to say knockoffs, but no, I don't buy off-brand, I guess. Unless I have to.
So this is it. The ship that can conquer the Great Sea's vortex.
Sweet! And you got it all ready, too.
It's like a different beast from what we've been using.
I'd venture to call it a masterwork. There's a real sense of power behind this craft.
Please not to get garments in twist. This is just hull.
Just the hull.
Key element of engine not quite ready yet. Ship without engine is like torpedo wrap without filling of tasty sausage.
That crime against cuisine! Torpedo wrap without tasty sausage like ship without engine!
Mr. Salmon, what is it the engine needs?
To be precise, just need core component. Is this part here, and still need 6 more to make. Unfortunately, only have this one here.
I've seen that metal before. It's the same as Noah's sword, right?
Yeah. Looks like it.
Also, it's same as metal that go inside fancy eye patches of lost numbers. Friends know eye patches block Mobius tracking, surely?
Yeah, we heard that from Monica.
That because eye patch emit special wavelengths. This here shows sources of such waves. Points of light on map indicate where metal can be located. But Salmon could not visit. Every place is fearsome scary.
Can't you just use the metal from the eye patches?
Those important equipment for lost numbers, so no can do. And even if could, metal is stretched into thin foil, making total amount not sufficient.
That's a shame.
Mio, look over here.
Yeah, the Cloud Keep. It's that thing that the Queen had.
Mr. Salmon, so if we got you 6 more, you could complete the ship?
Naturally. With that can make ship with power and defense that weather any storm or hole in sea.
How long would it take to build?
We'll give it 3 days, tops.
Wow, that's real snappy.
Good, as time is of the essence.
All right, let's crack on.
Yeah. Mr. Salmon, don't you worry. We'll get you your parts.
Meh.
Yeah. Wait, old ponios. Salmon think salmon deserves some kind of explanation. Right, here's the thing. We need to blow up your boat. Now salmon get it. The friends want to use ship. Well then, that only mean one thing. To make friends search for core parts easier, salmon must update data from previously. How's that? Data derived from observed source could only show broad strokes position. Now, salmon will make data more precise. Currently, can only constrain to area of about 2,000 square metri. With a bit more elbow grease, should be able to increase accuracy to within 200 metri. That's good, right? This will be a walk in the park then. Indeedy do. Might take us less time than I'd anticipated. Right. Mr. Salmon, sir, you're sort of our hero right now. So, friend currently have any idea? Definitely. We know who has the part in the Atia region. Should go there now. Splendid. Then, while friends itinerate, Salmon will analyze remaining locations. We'll send details when ready. Hope friends excited. Thank you, Mr. Salmon. Alright then, let's get going. Yeah, first stop, the Cloud Keep. Never said anything about landing it? Yeah. Yeah.
Topographical info updated.
These things hiding here.
Man, finally.
Secret storage key. Where does that go? Let's talk to the Queen. Oh yeah. So I need to go into the menu real quick. Assuming we don't immediately go into a cutscene.
I didn't
There's these items. Are they these items? Never mind. Thought I knew what I was talking about. Don't know what I'm talking about. A key that opens a warehouse where Salmon keeps his various treasures.
be going back to meet the Queen again so soon.
Bye now.
What? Why are you here again?
Voice acting? Oh, this is main story.
What?
Oh.
Hey?
Ah.
The Gears of Origin. What fate that they would be the ones to guide you.
Ouroboros and the Sword of the End have. They brought us this far, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I understand. Well, in that case, I will gladly concede it.
You knew we'd be coming back though, right? It was all a part of your grand design, yeah? The future must be sculpted with one's own hands. Something like that?
Right, certainly. The future isn't something you can just be given. You do have to reach for it. With your own hands, yes.
Ion is skeptical.
Well, that's the first. 5 left to go.
A promising start.
Yeah, could be worse. Keep going like this, and job done.
Thank you, Majesty. I promise you, we won't waste this gift.
Wait a moment. How will you access Origin, even with the ship?
I mean...
We're gonna plunge into the Great Sea's vortex.
And after that? Origin is protected on every side by thick armor plating. You think you'll find a berth?
I guess, maybe?
For starters, we don't even know Origin's general schematic. We're going in blind.
Take this.
What's this?
Is this Origin?
A certain Nopon engineer was involved. On the Agnian side of Origin's construction. That's an early blueprint left behind from those days. The Great Sea's vortex is likely born from the force field emitted by this middle part, amplified by the structure built up around the circumference. That would be my best guess, anyway. As for the original purpose of the structure, it was a device to deploy a field to protect the facility while it generated an omnistatic space. Consequently, this middle section here, it lacks the armored shell, making it Origin's only weak point.
So then, basically, this is our entrance.
Enter the vortex, and then using its flow, break through to the inside. Once you are within, destroy the force field generator at the center. That's the trick.
Yes, I see.
However, the internal structure of Origin may well have been heavily modified by Zed. Even after you make it in, you must be on your guard.
Understood. We'll be fully prepared.
Huh. You gotta hand it to the Queen, though. How could anyone know all that?
Shocking, I know.
Absolutely. I simply cannot believe this.
Come on, you lot. Make your minds up already, will you?
A certain Nopon engineer? I bet you it's Tora. Why didn't you just say it was Tora? Stop beating around the bush.
By the way, after you met up with Em, you were sleeping here all this time, right?
Yes.
So then, how did you know we'd become Ouroboros? You seem to know what had happened at the castle as well.
Even as I sleep, I learn. Information on everything in this world collects right here.
Thank you so much for all this. I promise you, we will seize the future.
That's the first bit of Origin metal taken care of. Oh, a call from Mr. Salmon. Hello. Friends find first part now. Yeah, just a moment ago. You've got good timing, man. What friend's saying? Salmon placed call after see source of signal moving. Very evident proof of obtain. Oh, well, you know what I say to that? Meh. Sensors could detect such a small displacement. Really impressive. Mr. Salmon, I'm guessing since you called us... yes, have finished location data analysis. For only 2 places, however. In north of Aetia region and east of Cadencia region. Those 2 signals Salmon could triangulate for more position. Data just updated, so please to check. We've got it. Thanks again, Mr. Salmon. Not to worries. Please keep up the good work. So Atia and Cadencia next, huh? The one in Atia is in Everblight Plain. For Cadencia, data seems to be pointing to Cape Arcafor in the Erythia Sea. Righto, let's get on with it, loves. Pop it. Alright, I need to save and mark.
We have to keep track of our progress.